Yeah, it feels that way. I feel like I've been here for 6, 7 years. It feels like, but it's good. It's good to be out here. I'm definitely an older guy in the locker room now, so I have to carry that role on the field as well.
When did you kind of see that change from younger guy to older guy?
Honestly, kind of end of the year last year. Just kind of the role that I'm in. I'm a true sophomore playing, but I kind of have to step up and be a vocal leader out there on the field. I think the offense is going to go as far as I go. So it's a lot of weight on your shoulders, but I wouldn't want it any other way.
Sawyer was kind of swimming last year, whenever y'all started fall camp and all that. Now he's getting the second team reps. So what have you seen from him as far as his growth and how does he look right now?
He's done a really good job. He's obviously a really talented guy. Coming out of high school, he's a really talented guy, I think. He's a big guy. But, like you said last year, just kind of just getting his feet wet a little bit. But the way he's worked this offseason, he's always trying to pick my brain and things like that. So, he's done a really good job. He's worked really hard.
What can you teach guys like him and Braden Locke?
I hope I can teach them whatever they need to learn. I'm not gonna be their coach or anything like that. That's not my job, and they probably don't want me to tell them what to do every play or anything like that. But certainly, if they have a question or anything like that, I'd be more than happy to answer it.
You've been to offensive tackles, left and right offensive tackles.
I think they're doing a really good job. I think they're playing really hard. I think they care a lot, like football a lot. I just think they need reps, and us as a whole offense, we need reps, which is what spring practice is for. I think the offense has done a pretty good job of coming out here ready to practice, excited to practice. So, we just need reps in every position.
We talked about you've been here right here for a little while now. Did you come into the spring with any specific thing you wanted to work on more than anything else?
Just take another step, if I figure if I could be better than I was at the end of the year, and then just take a step in fall camp, and just kind of take baby steps, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to be ready to play Ole Miss right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get myself and my teammates ready.
I saw you talking a little bit with Justin Robinson and some of your receivers during one of the drills. How do you approach your relationship with those guys?
Just kind of try to be relatable to those guys. I'm not a guy that's really going to cuss you out or anything like that every time, but I think playing the quarterback position, you have to be able to connect to everybody different ways. Not everybody's the same, and so I'm going to talk to Jameer differently than I talk to Austin or vice versa, anybody else in the receiver room. So the way I try to approach those guys is just kind of be relatable, make sure we're seeing the same thing, make sure we're on the same page.
What about what was kind of not so much your reaction, but your thought process when you found out that Winston was coming back and big starts?
I was very happy. I was probably happier than that than to hear some receivers come in or something like that. Just because the center's a huge role for our offense, and he's making all the calls, and he's the leader up front.
What do you think of some of the new receivers?
Excuse me.
What do you think of some of the new receivers?
I think they're doing a really good job. I think, like I said about with the two tackle positions, we need reps. We need reps at everything. I need reps. So it's not just one person, one position on the offense. I think everybody needs reps, but especially the new guys that weren't here last year to really go through everything. So it's very important that they get these reps in with these 15 practices.
You lost a ton of numbers when Makai walked out the door. Is there a single guy that can replace that, or you feel like you can filter that out to other players?
I haven't really thought about it yet. That's a good question. Makai was obviously a really good player, but we have really good receivers here also. Like I said, it's just the fact that other guys are going to have to step up. It might be spreading those 109 or 105 catches out evenly through other receivers, but I'm fully confident that we'll be ready. And we'll make up that slack somewhere else.
Coach Spurrier was kind of mentioning Caleb Duncan as that guy who, this could be his time now. What do you kind of see from his potential? What do you think that next step looks like for him?
He's had some really good practices. The first 6 practices, he's definitely been the alpha dog in the outside room for sure. Just the way he's worked, the way he's practiced. He's fearless out there on the field. He doesn't care who's across from him. He's gonna do his job every time. So, I'm fully confident with Duck out there.
Kind of similarly, Antonio Harmon last year, there were some people talking about him when he first hit practice. I think he was delayed a little bit, but What's standing out about him so far?
Just the fact that he goes full speed the whole time. You know, he's a guy that is kind of like shot out of a cannon every time he runs around or catches the ball. You know, so that's a really good thing. But you know, he's learning. Like you said, last year he was a guy that didn't rep as much with the depth that we had on the outside. But this year he's come in. He's done a really good job. He's learned the system really well, and you know, we're really excited about him.